Wow, and talking about the state of human rights in the country, the recent spate of abductions, as you've seen in that story, among other issues targeting online government critics, bears all the hallmarks of the deterioration of human rights in the country and is inconsistent with President William Ruto's pledge to safeguard human rights and end authoritarian tendencies that characterized the previous administration he served. Ayub Abdikadir reports on the president's lofty promise to remedy the situation, his faded out vigor, and the downward spiral in the state of human rights in the country.
He projected a persona of a calm, albeit determined presidential candidate, promising a break with the past, telling of the administration he served as deputy president for what he labeled a campaign of blunders. His focus, the state of human rights and weaponization of state institutions. And he spoke on his obvious cause of anger in his first major television interview.
How did Kenyans end up being killed in this manner? And then it was business as usual. 30 bodies in Yala. There's 17 bodies in Garissa. I don't know how many bodies were. People, there was a container here at the Nairobi area where people were being slaughtered in a police station. How did we end up there? What kind of rogue, institution? And that is why I fired that Kinoti man, because, it's not right.
The grand gesture in ending enforced disappearances and extrajudicial killings faded with time.
It is alarming. We disregard the delegate system.
The president drifting away from the subject matter, leaving a sense of fatigue to hang over his administration. And then the massive anti-tax protests set in. A winter of historic happenings. Protesters flooding the streets of major towns across the country. The government, in mounting a defense, pretended it was unaware of abductions, and with the president at the helm, purported not to know.
If there is a family, any family, that their child or their friend or their relative went to a demonstration, whether it is last year or this year, and never came back, I want to know the names, because I will take firm and decisive action. Because as I talk to you today, I don't have a single name of somebody who has been abducted or disappeared.
And as the president spoke at the Lake Basin Mall in Kisumu County, the Kenya National Commission on Human Rights, funded by the taxpayer, on the 1st of July reported the killings of 39 Kenyans following the countrywide demonstrations.
But I have heard you, and I have heard the many Kenyans who have talked.
The past few days have witnessed a systematic targeting of government critics on social spaces. And with its constitutional mandate of protecting life and property in question, the state appears keen on broadening its mandate despite acknowledging a lack of capacity.
Tutakuwa na hatari kubwa kama taifa, and we will not have a future as a nation if we lose the young generation. And it is the responsibility of every parent. Government can do so much, but there is no government that is going to take over the place of parents.
The spate of abductions in recent days adds to the accumulating factors weighing on the Kenya Kwanza administration and on President William Ruto, in what human rights organizations say is a glaring example of government overreach in targeting online dissidents. Ayub Abdikadir, Citizen TV.